Hey there, Peter here. This is Amazon Rufus, and today we're digging into Cosmo's backend data model and the 18 structured fields that Rufus actually reads. Everyone talks about optimizing titles and bullet points for Rufus, but here's what's actually happening. When Cosmo indexes your flat file, it's reading 18 specific structured fields in your backend data before it even looks at your customer-facing content, that keyword stuff title you spent hours perfecting. Rufus sees it last, not first. So the question is, if you're not managing these back-end fields, are you even visible to Rufus at all? Most sellers assume that what customers see on the detail page is what Rufus reads. That's not how it works. Cosmo, which is Amazon's product knowledge graph that powers Rufus, builds its understanding of your product from structured data fields that exist in your flat file, your backend attributes, and your category-specific browse node data. These fields create the semantic map that Rufus uses to match your product to natural language queries. Here's what's actually happening when someone asks Rufus a question. Let's say they type organic baby lotion for eczema. Rufus doesn't scan titles looking for those exact keywords. Instead, it queries Cosmo's knowledge graph, which has already indexed your product across 18 structured fields. These fields include things like item type keyword, target audience, material type, special features, item form, scent, size, color, pattern, style, age range, genre, flavor, department, occasion, season, coverage area, and compatibility. Each of these fields maps to specific ontological categories in Cosmo's semantic understanding system. When Cosmo indexed your flat file, it extracted noun phrases from these fields and created embedding vectors, basically mathematical representations of what your product is, who it's for, and what problem it solves. That's what Rufus searches against when someone asks a question in natural language. The reason this matters is search intent mapping. A9, Amazon's traditional keyword search engine, matches keywords to keywords. Rufus matches intent to attributes. If someone asks, what's a good moisturizer for sensitive baby skin? Rufus is looking for products where the target audience field says babies. The special features field includes sensitive skin or hypoallergenic, and the item type keyword field categorizes it as a moisturizer or lotion. It's not looking for those exact words in your title. It's looking for structured attribute data that semantically maps to that intent. Now, most sellers don't even know these fields exist because they're buried in back-end attribute templates that vary by category. You know, if you're in health and personal care, you get one set of attributes. If you're in home and kitchen, you get different ones. But across all categories, Cosmo prioritizes these 18 core fields when building its product knowledge representation. Here's where it gets interesting. When you upload a flat file or update listing attributes through Seller Central, Cosmo processes those structured fields first. Then it processes your unstructured content, your title, bullets, and description. But the unstructured content only fills in gaps. If Cosmo already has organic in your special features field and baby in your target audience field, adding organic baby lotion to your title doesn't strengthen the signal. It just creates redundancy. Most sellers assume the opposite. They think stuffing keywords into the title makes them more visible to Rufus. But what actually happens is you dilute the semantic clarity of your structured data. If your title says organic baby lotion for eczema sensitive skin, newborn infant gentle natural, but your target audience field is empty and your special features field only lists moisturizing, you've created a disconnect. Cosmo sees conflicting signals. Your title claims it's for babies with eczema, but your structured data doesn't support that claim. Rufus doesn't know which signal to trust, so it ranks you lower in relevance scoring. This isn't about Amazon punishing you or favoring bigger brands who have better back-end data management. It's about how the Cosmo knowledge graph was architected. Amazon's research team designed Cosmo to be a structured product graph, not a text search engine. The reason is scale and accuracy. With over 350 million products in the catalog, you can't rely on unstructured text parsing to accurately understand what every product is. You need normalized, structured attributes that can be queried consistently across the entire catalog. Think about it this way. If Rufus relied on title text parsing, every seller could claim their product is the best or professional grade or eco-friendly without any standardization. There's no way to validate or compare those claims. But if Cosmo requires you to select eco-friendly from a controlled vocabulary in the special features field, now it knows with certainty that your product has been classified as eco-friendly based on Amazon's definition of that attribute. That's why structured fields take priority over unstructured content. So what can you actually test next time you're updating a listing or onboarding a new ASIN? Focus on these three back-end fields first before you touch your title or bullets. 1. Item type keyword. This tells Cosmo what category of product you are at the most granular level, not just toy, but building block set or educational puzzle. The more specific your item type keyword, the more accurately Rufus can map your product to queries like what are good logic toys for 5-year-olds. 2. Target audience. This field directly maps to demographic intent in Rufus queries. If someone asks, "What's a good gift for teen boys?" Rufus filters by target audience equals teen boys. If your field is empty or says general, you're excluded from that query result set, even if your title mentions teens 50 times. 3. Special features. This is where you capture functional attributes that answer the "what problem does this solve?" question. Things like hypoallergenic, dishwasher safe, waterproof, fast charging, portable, or eco-friendly. When someone asks Rufus, "Find me a portable speaker that's waterproof," it's querying the special features field, not parsing titles for those words. Go into Seller Central, download your bulk operations file for active listings, and check how many of your ASINs have these three fields populated. Most sellers will find that 60 to 70% of their catalog has incomplete back-end data. That's why those ASINs don't show up in Rufus recommendations, even though the front-end content looks perfectly optimized. And bottom line, your listing isn't broken if it's not ranking in Rufus. The platform just changed how it reads and prioritizes product information. Cosmo was designed to be a structured knowledge graph, and structured data will always outrank unstructured text in AI search systems. You know, if you're still optimizing like it's 2019 and keyword density matters, you're optimizing for the wrong system. This episode is brought to you by Atomic, growth-oriented Amazon services for sellers who've outgrown generic agencies.